be able to, with the slowest character in the game, just pretend like you're Peter Parker running through the streets of Manhattan. You should actually have to be a talented individual and really hold on to your own. Nautilus is still a monster. Nautilus ganks from anywhere, and every single time his ultimate is up, his only job is to decide which character on the other team gets to die. Because once he hits you with that, you're done. Any Nautilus worth their salt, sans you flashing away a mystery of God or some other power from another plane saving you, is going to keep you there in one spot long enough to just end you.
Yep. Nautilus with the rocket grab that can't miss, basically. It's slightly shorter range, but the windup is about the same. And, I mean, he still has a lot of CC to keep you there once you're in range. So...
Yeah, nope. Instead of knocking you up, he roots you in place, and then after that, you are slowed and everything else.
So I'm just checking everyone's profile here. JTJ is also platinum at 1950 something elo. It looks like the other three are bronze, actually. I'm not sure about everyone else on Grifal's team. Let's see. Jana VM is silver, 1477. Although apparently the team he's on is they have a 16-4 record in ranked 3s. That's kind of funny. That's actually, I'd say that's pretty impressive. 3v3 is got a lot of challenges to it.
Be tanky deeps, win game.
Pretty much, but also you can't. Well, having a jungler is also something that's hotly debated on Twisted Treeline. Actually, it looks like the team he's on. Yeah, he's on Cyberstellar's team, so. It is actually a battle between friends here of Cyberstellar versus VM. Graves versus Jana. Let's see. Intimate bedtime is 15:28. Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought he rocked the house. He probably did the best on Blue Team.
Well, and here's the thing that I've noticed in all of these that I've been in, and something that I find interesting that you're doing is especially in the Judgment format. I've seen time and time again that elo matters less and less. Yes, you'll get people with a lot more experience in playing the game, but in Judgment format, because it's a team game, it's really the people that can adapt to new scenarios and have their own personalities really tested here. If you're a platinum player, but you have rage issues, you're going to rage out and your team is going to end up suffering and you will lose this game. You will lose this format. In Judgment 1, it was Steve XY, a completely non-ranked, non-known player, who took my team all the way to the finals in the jungle against Platinum and Gold ranks because he was just able to, time and time again, keep it locked down tight because he just knew one role and he knew what he was doing there. This format really does test players beyond the confines of ELO.
Well said. I know the legend of XTY. He was one of the captains in Judgment BC's draft, like in the first one. And of course, Highwind and Pato recounted the tales of Elo not mattering in previous judgments.
Judgment 1, second place. Judgment 2, first place. Judgment 2, he ended up on Evil Cookie's team and dropped my team out of the tournament round 1.
I don't know who Evil Cookie is. Is he like really high rated?
Evil Cookie is another high gold ranked player from just the regular judgments down here in the good old US of A.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's also a bastard and should probably be a mistake.
So actually, I guess the Elo distribution is somewhat equal then. I guess Blue Team has 2 platinum players and Purple only has 1.
Well, yeah, but look at the teams we've seen go beyond these. There was only like 4 or 5 platinum players in the entire tournament. 3 of them are now fighting for in the losing bracket.
Yeah, that's true. Although I think there are like more platinum players than ever in this judgment, in terms of me glancing at the roster. Anyway, the game's finally started, so we can talk about how many boots the players bought. Okay.
Yay!
So this Nautilus starting regrowth pendant. We'll see if
this Nautilus will have less problems.
Yeah, see if he gets executed at Lizard again. So okay, so he's already got a shield. You know, just skilled it without another thought. Pressing C to get a closer look at his stats. Only 8 MP5 and some cooldown reduction already. So I'm guessing 0.21.9 with 4 points in Kenyan, as Zeth Sanj called it.
Ooh, looks like we might have some kind of little invaded poo going on here. Nautilus stacking up, getting ready to go searching for something to touch.
Well, he didn't get hook, but honestly, the shield's probably a good bet.
I don't think he's gonna. You don't think with this comp he's gonna need the hook because they still have Tarek there to lay down the stun and Morgana to lay down the dark binding.
So they're leapfrogging into the next bush, throwing out their skill shots. Lee Sin getting body blocked and getting exposed a little bit. So Nautilus bravely choosing the face check in there, sees nothing.
Ooh, but here comes the moment of truth here. When Nautilus gets spotted, Nautilus is spotted
by purple. They're running away already. So I guess they're just going to let them have the wolves.
With that Akali up top, it's really difficult to dedicate your team to a fight that you might just die in.
Well, Akali can't really do much in a level 1 fight anyway, so...
Still, a 5v5 is always better than a 4.
Okay, so they're leaving one mini-wolf. Guys, don't hit me as Janna walks to mid lane, or bot lane. It's not AP Janna. So Nautilus starting at their blue. Okay. And yeah, he killed it already, just smited it before it could even turn around and reacquire new aggro. Not pretty good. And he leaves the mini lizard. So you're going to make Olaf come back there. So Olaf is already doing red to make up for this invasion. Once again, he didn't start with a small camp. I get the feeling this Gojo Pew Pew guy doesn't main jungle, but he may have been picked up as a substitute and has been forced into the jungle role.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. I think that a smarter move would have been for them to go get the other team's blue, leaving Nautilus with a second blue to go pick up or to drop onto Morgana is really going to make Kennen's life a lot harder, and it's going to give a big advantage, a huge advantage to this Nautilus here, getting 3 giant things. And look at his animation canceling as he just pounds through these wolves. He just drops 3 attacks, bam, 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 through those animations. That right there was some nice play.
Yeah, very nice swing reset. That's what the Titan's Wrath is for, man. Oh, big engage going on bot. Ezreal gets hit by a pretty big buckshot, and he flashes away in fear from Tarek. Mr. Shot
and Tarek
right
is just going to sacrifice himself to the cause for whatever reason. And boom, here comes Graves going down as well.
Double kill
for Janna.
Double kill for Janna. Fed Janna. GG. And Morgana disconnects right as blue is going to be handed over to. Well, that's a pretty shenanigansy start.
There's 3 minutes they can't get back. They started off so strong, and there goes a disconnect from Tarek as well. That must have been what had happened. He must have gotten DC'd, walked into that. That was just some shenaniganry in the worst possible of ways. Yeah. They started off so strong, blue team getting that invade with having no definite counter from perps, and now they're sitting there just praying that anything good could ever possibly happen for them again.
So, oh wait, their pick order wasn't preserved, was it? Did they do any swapping in Champ Select?
They did do some swapping. I know Graves and Tarek swapped out, and that Olaf swapped with Akali, I believe. I'm not sure.
Huh.
Yes.
They first picked They first picked
No,
Olaf?
they first picked
They first picked Ezreal.
They first picked Ezreal. So yeah, Ezreal switched out with Ezreal switched out with Akali.
Yeah, then Lee Sin is an Akali counter pick, I noticed.
Yeah.
So Akali has Cloth 5, which is pretty undesirable if you're Akali, but when you send up Lee Sin there who will just come and Tempest your Shroud all day, you need all the help you can get.
All right, let's see if we can get the counter running down today. Go Canadian Internet, go.
I wish we were as cool as the main channel and gave out prizes. Instead of guessing KDA, we'll guess how low the pause timer gets.
All right, let's do it anyways.
Okay,
let's do it.
I will give a Diablo 3 guest pass.
I will give a signed copy of Area of Defects' next album being released in September to whoever guesses the closest.
Okay. Oh wait, I can't talk too quickly in the Twitch because I actually didn't change the name of the the channel. I better go fix that.
Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's super concerned.
What's going on? Why can't I change it? Where's that little pencil? I am signed in as... Oh, it's because I'm looking at the first channel, not at Raise Your Weapon Media 2. Oh, they're paused over there as well, actually, so...
Oh, is this a server-wide thing, I wonder?
It's Vancouver-wide. Maybe it's raining there. I was going to look up the weather. Maybe there's lightning. Maybe they're all playing in one venue.
Maybe they're all playing on the backs of tiny Korean boys.
Holy.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of things they do up there.
Playing on tablets. Yeah, they spilled their bubble TV. Order, it's Shaw cable. Shaw cable too strong. I see. Okay, so I got the name of the channel fixed. That's pretty good. So yeah, again, anybody who heard, both games have pauses. What lol? I am giving away a Diablo 3 guest pass to who guesses the closest guesses the remaining pause time the closest. I don't know how I'm gonna get it to them. I'll have to mail it, but wait, no, I won't. I can just read the code off on it. And again, who wants a Diablo 3 guest pass? Nobody likes
Dude,
Diablo 3.
who wants to waste their time in that game?
Well, I do. I sold 2 million gold for $5. Yay. I sold my gold, which is, you know, what I need to upgrade my gear and sustainably farm the rest of the content. Thanks, Blizz.
I'm just saying, who wants to waste their time in that game? Not I. I've called that game as a waste of time since they announced that it was being made, and I've said it several times. It's like making the NES in this day and age. There's just no point in releasing outdated gaming philosophy in this day and age.
I don't know. I think the NES still has a lot of good stuff.
The NES does have a lot of good stuff, but if they released it, if they just released it right now and just like, here you go, NES, people would be like, that's cute. The hardcore fanboys would buy it, and then the rest of the gaming civilization and hopefully the rest of civilization would be like, don't waste our time. Make something better.
Yeah, I know. I remember Diablo 2 as a kid, how captivating it was. It was so much fun and so addictive.
Diablo 2 was a crap pile. I hated that game.
Did you like Diablo 1 better?
No. Okay. If I need to do the same thing 4 times, they better at least give me some new bosses to fight, some new bad guys to kill, or at least something pretty to look at. It was a crap pile. It wasted so much time just doing the same thing over and over again with OP champions that couldn't be stopped no matter what happened. It was literally smash face on keyboard as hard as you want, blink around the screen, and everybody died.
I could see
no matter what you were God. And for God's sakes, as a necromancer, I could beat any boss with level 1 teeth because I could put Bone Wall up. And no boss was smart enough to crush Bone Wall. Oh, and the game started again. We can actually talk about real games.
Oh, and there it is. Morgana reconnecting just in time to take the Ancient Golem. Yay!
Hey, getting that blue, like I was talking about, that's going to make Kennan's life difficult.
Well,
because now she's just going to say no all the time. Dark binding for days.
Say no to minions. No, more like...
Oh! And here comes Olaf catching Nautilus, and not a place that Nautilus wanted to be, and forcing him out of the top.
Yeah, that was pretty fortunate counter gank. I actually thought Olaf was going to keep chasing, but that was smart. I'm sure his teammates told him, no, down, boy, down, Dino.
He didn't have enough mana to throw too many axes and keep up with Nautilus.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Didn't have any mana. And that Riptide slow was pretty heavy. I gotta check how much it's for. It's a 30% slow? Well, I guess... No, he only got hit by 1 blast. I don't know. Still, look at mid lane now. All these creeps are just suffering beneath tormented soil.
She's gonna keep gaining gold and not caring about anybody's opinion on anything. At least blue team does not have a timer on the Ancient Golem for perps.
Oh crap, I didn't look at the remaining pause time because we were talking about Diablo 3.
Oh, don't worry, the game is still going.
Yeah. Well, it's too late to task out and see what anybody guessed now. Or how about once
Oh, I
Raise Your
can
Weapon
already
makes the
see.
VOD.
I can already see. I have dual monitors going. I got a 24, 24, 23, 23, 55. I had all sorts of stuff going on over here.
Oh wow, the people actually poured in guesses.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any idea what the remaining pause time was? I'm gonna have to go and watch the VOD when Raise Your Weapon Media makes it, like however many days later, and then just see what it is. And then
Oh,
I'm gonna have to.
there's going to be another DC. Oh, here comes Nautilus. He wants some. Nautilus is hungry. Misses his hook, though.
Oh, his hook
That right there
disappeared
is
on
going
my
to cost
screen.
him his life.
Oh, never mind. Ezreal getting mega snared.
Yeah, Ezreal, what? You're ranged, bro. Use your range.
Oh, trying to fight back and get that last second kill on Nautilus, but no dice. Just too many large men surrounding him, making it impossible to sneak a Mystic Shot through. Or in his case, an Essence Flux, which he's maxing first yet again.
Hey, I honestly can't argue with his style. Last game, he picked his entire team up and held them in as long as he possibly could, hoping that they would get their legs underneath him.
Oh no, I'm not showing disdain. I just wanted to mention he's going Essence Flux again. It seems to work versus Graves, until you get ganked anyway. Hmm. Oh, look at that. Olaf counter jungle Nautilus. Nautilus just
Shock.
found that mini wolf. And he's like, oh no.
Threw that ward down so that he could possibly get that blue next time it pops up. It's not a bad plan at all.
Oh yeah, it should be coming up, well not in a minute, but they're probably hoping they can go get it. They'll probably see it come back before it dies. Before the ward dies, I mean. Mixing up my pronouns all over the place.
Oh, and here comes Nautilus. Trying to get some counter jungling off his own, possibly going around to get that. Nope, Kennen going back safely. If Nautilus was 6, this would be another day.
Yeah, that would be pretty different if Nautilus was 6. That heart of gold makes you so rich. Well, it's only 97 gold so far.
But we are only 7 minutes into this game, and boom! That is how Morgana says, straight don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but I managed to get it. Oh, look at top. Look at these Akali jukes. No, directed camera bad. Go back to this. Oh, right. I thought it was. Never mind. I got my colors backwards. I thought Akali was on blue team, so she's gonna like do a big lap around them. So Nautilus still staying top, you know. Well, he's still got
Nautilus
Smite
has
up.
that red ward, and he's going to try to pick it up right now and just kind of way his way home.
Yeah. He couldn't counter jungle the race because Kennen just took them moments before, but this red is just completely wide open. Meanwhile, Olaf goes straight for blue. Well, he's not going to give that to Kennen or Akali, who are, again, they're doing the double energy solo lane thing. Or not double energy, but no mana solo lane, so Olaf can get blue and just toss axe forever. Purple,
right.
well, both teams pinging where Nautilus is here. Kennen found him. Grifal
But
is
Akali
gonna
not
chill.
responding. She is just trying to get this farm up so that she can keep playing up here with Lee Sin. She is 72 to Lee Sin's 36. She wants to keep that lead. I think she could have spared 3 minions while he was back, though, to go down there and really put a hurt on Nautilus.
Oh, probably. Maybe not kill him, but definitely cause some damage. Well, Nautilus still had flash. I predict he would have flashed over the wall. Oh, wait, Akali had a ward. Maybe she could ward Baron and chase him, because this, if I hover others, it doesn't show the range on Shadow Dance, but it's a really big range. It's like annoyingly far. It's pretty hard to get away from Akali. Well, too late now. Nautilus going up to blue, but, you know, despite Olaf's ward, he's not ready to go take it. Oh, I thought Grifal was going to go in. Or he is, okay. No, he's not going to get there in time. Blue handed out. Still giving chase. No, you can't see anything. Oh.
Ooh, and down bottom, some shenaniganry going on. Everybody trading supports like they're freaking Pokemon cards.
I'm going to go back 15 seconds, see if we can figure out how that happened. Oh, both of them are pretty low. This is probably... I'm going to guess they both ulted each other. Oh no, that's just blinking in with big burst. Yeah, Graves dashing in and going QR. So both of them getting an assist. Purple team pinging this mid exit here. I'm not sure why. Maybe they saw Nautilus go in? Oh yeah, they would have, because they have that ward right there. This looks like Nautilus taking some wraiths away from Olaf.
Olaf and Nautilus, one of them's really gonna have to make something happen here because they have just been. Oh, and here comes. Oh, they've been playing in each other's jungle so long, and there was only that one chance time that they ran into each other. If that ever happens again, I think it's going to be a completely different matchup. Up top, Akali laying the hurt down on Lee Sin. Lee Sin forced to go back again. Still, Akali 30 CS up on him. Not a place that Lee Sin wants to be right now.
I guess this is the strength of getting to high elo and solo queues. You can win in a counterpick matchup. Counterpick matchups are not an instant win. It just makes it easier to outplay the other guy. But Grifal showing enough skill to just dominate in the matchup regardless.
Completely agree there. Having played Smash Brothers Melee for as long as I did.
Oh, really? I still play Melee.
Dude, Melee is the only fighting game as far as I'm concerned. Ever. But counter picks are super important. It's super important to know the strengths and weaknesses of each character, but it's not. And here we go. Ooh, Graves really trying to ult in and kill that John at the last second there. But it's looking like he's going to get forced back as Tarek tries to lay down whatever pathetic damage he can on his way out.
More like Ezreal's laying into him, almost dove on him.
Probably could have had both of them, honestly, if he'd gotten invested.
That ult almost hit him too, but it was a little misaimed. Yeah, I noticed Graves and Janna apologizing to each other. Graves like, sorry Janna, I had to. And Janna just cryptically said, snake. You can tell they're friends. They're just throwing in jokes at each other in judgment. It's brother against brother. No.
Ooh, up top there is the Nautilus ult, but sitting inside of your little pool like that, you get to be safe for a little while. Ooh, that kick might have come down a little bit soon. It's going to cost your friend his life. And she's going to end up okay. Should that kick... So many times I've seen that happen where a Lee Sin kick just gets misplaced.
There's another little fight down there where Morgana and Kennen showed up. Morgana busted Soul Shackles but had to run away because she almost died. So that was kind of an unfortunate exchange for blue. And meanwhile in bot, the purple's still pushed up, but they managed to heal. They heal themselves up quite a bit. And even Janna is getting healed by Philosopher's Stone, so a little bit of a stalemate, but I can tell Ezreal's still hungry for it. He just got his ult up again. Might want to go for the kill.
Oh, he wants to touch people's bodies. He's reaching out there to try to get through these minions. He's throwing that little sparkly shot all over everybody's face. He knows Tarek is over there just wanting to play games with his emotions.
But it's still a close game. We still have fed Janna. Oh, look, never mind. Bot lane, Ezreal and Janna are retreating here. Not sure what caused this, but they managed to keep Graves and Tarek away with some well-placed slows.
I think what happened is that Ezreal suddenly realized he had run out of mana and was like, I cannot keep this up at the rate that I am going.
I see.
Decided he wanted to back up a little bit because Nautilus also sitting down in Tribush right there.
Ooh. And they don't know he's there. They have no idea. Well, they got the lane bush worded, so they'll see him walk into there. So yeah, oh yeah. Well, blue's pinged the lane bush. Purple hasn't, but they can just see that Nautilus is there. Blue's pinged Olaf because this ward saw him taking the wraiths. Get out, Lex. Who's Lex? I don't get it. Oh, Lexto, the Nautilus. Oh, no, they're looking pretty aggressive here. I smell a dive. Oh, speaking of dives, Morgana has come to top lane. Busting Soul Shackles on Grifal right away. So the Shroud going down kind of pointlessly. And, yep, the old double skill shot of Doom for poor Akali. So Grifal doesn't get to have his glorious solo top lane experience. Oh, sup, Nautilus fighting Olaf. Catches him just as he finishes blue, but Olaf ults and turns on him right away. Nautilus puts up his shield and still walking away. Ults Janna at point blank.
I don't know what Olaf is doing. Olaf needs to get dedicated right now because here comes Kennen to pick up all sorts of kills. Intimate bedtime, taking everybody to Nighty Night Town.
That's definitely what I saw. Oh, nice binding by Morgana. Chunks Kennen a little bit, but both sides kind of done from there. So that was a 2 for 3 for purple team. And the kills are still tied at 7, and the gold is still really close. Purple is only 700 ahead. Could change pretty soon because we can see Lee Sin doing some power farming, almost like Singe style between the towers, farming all those minions.
Almost, he's really trying to catch up. He's still 20 plus CS behind Akali. Akali being having a kill, but Lee Sin those 2 assists. It's gotta be weighing on him up there. He should be farther ahead, and he knows he should be farther ahead.
I think another big tipping point here is going to be this double buffed Ezreal. He picked up Olaf's buffs, and I think we know a double buffed Ezreal is a pretty scary thing. Looking almost caught up here, 1v3, but narrowly avoids the undertow and red buff from Kennen and walks away. Not bad. Meanwhile, blue buff getting handed out. Morgana's going to swing around and grab that, I think. Yeah, Olaf heading into the jungle, well, the enemy jungle yet again. You can probably take these wraiths real quick, no prob.
This wraith counter jungling has just been going back and forth all day.
I just noticed he's actually maxing his E, doing the lane Olaf build. Oh wait, he's level 8, okay. So yeah, he was maxing his E, probably for stronger ganks or killing buffs a little quicker, although that's still pretty risky. In my opinion, the merit of jungle Olaf is, just being super fast by using your axe, but also getting to be Olaf, so you're not just like having speed for the sake of speed like you're Siobhan or Mundo or Kale or something.
Yeah, ooh, looking like Nautilus is going to get pinched here.
Yeah, definitely. No, he walked away.
Nope, there he goes, just not caring.
Not even Spider-Manning out.
Being a big dad. Oh, nope, he was saving this because it looks like it might be time to play. But everybody walks away from that. Morgana entering the jungle now, hoping to catch somebody on the way out. Doesn't know that she is sitting right on top of...
Oh, nice binding! And the flash dredge line from Nautilus. Nice ignite kill there. Takes his ult away, too. And while all this happens, I go, okay, there's 3 people up here, so Olaf says, let's do Dragon, let's do it. Double buffed Ezreal, gonna kill it really fast, too. And Blue is aware of this, they want to try and stop it, and they didn't kill it fast enough, so, yeah, Blue team is gonna pick it up and, keep Dragon going so it doesn't heal up. So, now they got the numbers, it's 4v3, and Olaf will not be able to get close enough to smite. No, he's ulting in there, he wants this Dragon steal. It's at 600, he smites too early, and Blue team gets the Dragon as Olaf dies.
And up top, we have Akali finally just popping out of her shell and saying, no, Lee Sin, this is my lane.
Ran out of Shadow Dance charges, though, to get the kill. Whew. And they both laugh about it. Not even close, baby! Probably went down to 25 health or so. Couldn't even see his health bar, he had Magic Pixel.
JTJ has been impressing me all day, and getting that double buff back on Morgana is just going to be a nightmare for Kennen now. He has not been doing well in this kind of situation, or that early game buff really set him back. 5-0, just picked up Zonia's Hourglass Morgana, and Blasting Wad. That's going to hurt.
You know what else is going to hurt? Ezreal just finished Trinity Force. Ooh, and Akali finished Gunblade. So big items going down all over the place on both sides, including boots for Taric.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. Olaf securing his red. Good guy, Olaf. Well, Nautilus secures his red.
They might have finally agreed to stay in their own jungles for a second.
Yeah. You would have thought a Nautilus would go counter jungle in Olaf. Normally if you go into Olaf's jungle, everything is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so Graves and Taric finally back to lane. I believe Graves just got all those damage items. Oh, no, I think he just got the pickaxe recently. So let's see how these trades are going top. So, Lee Sin putting in some work, but Olaf is here to turn this around. Nautilus for a counter gank.
And that might just be doom for both of them because Olaf's turning it on and it's going to send both of them packing. That is not a fight that they wanted to approach from that vector.
No. Well, neither did Purple Team. I don't think they wanted a tower dive. This Olaf.
They didn't want a tower dive, but outside of that tower, they were completely safe. That Akali was just itching for them to stay a second longer so she could put her stuff down. Didn't want to waste anything, though, so she's held on to it, and both of them are going back, and she's just going to get this tower. Still so far ahead in CS, pushing at 160 to Lee Sin's 140, or 126.
Bit of an exchange going on in bot lane. Both sides eating, well, Ezreal taking a buckshot while blue team takes a big tornado and some damage from Ezreal. They're both looking pretty low, but Graves definitely has more sustain than Ezreal from the form of, well, he's got a Vamp Scepter over Ezreal and a support that can heal him, so Ezreal's chugging his potions away trying to keep this pressure going. And anyway, meanwhile, mid lane looks like there might be some excitement in a second. Because Kennen looks a little bit flanked by Nautilus and Lee Sin. Oh, did they finally switch lanes, actually? Lee Sin is mid. I don't know if he's just holding it or if it's an actual lane swap.
It might just be holding. They might actually have just been trying to come down here and see if they could get anything started, try to shake it up. In a lot of situations like this, you see players really trying to just shake it up to try and jar loose whatever's stopping them from being as successful as possible. Lee Sin now back up top where he thinks he belongs. Hopefully something up here will start happening in his favor.
Like getting a Sonic Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Hex Drinker finish finally. But well, they're still fighting. Go back to that directed camera. Wow, Akali's healing is just enormous with this Gunblade and her passives. Yeah, she's back to full already, and Lee Sin is still at half, waiting to get a chance to heal. I think if he could, like, if they both went in there at full health, then Lee Sin might be able to win. Like, if he can exhaust all of Akali's Shadow Dance charges, but it's looking pretty dangerous for him. Yeah, meanwhile, Ancient Golem being handed out to Morgana. Olaf already took his a while ago. Ezreal recalled, but sent... Oh, it actually did clear a wave this time! Nice one! Best Ezreal ever.
All right.
Well, I gave him the money he needed to buy a Vampiric Scepter, I think. Oh, and a Longsword. Wait, really? That's got to be for Last Whisper. I don't think he's going for Wriggles.
I'm not sure right now. We'll have to see in just a moment.
Oh, wow. Akali got kicked away, but Lee Sin, she flashed back in, and she's going to die in her tower. Oh, Lee Sin lives! The revenge! 1-0 Lee Sin.
Go take care of that. Pax Prime... No.
And meanwhile, Nautilus and Olaf having a little fight by the rates.
Yeah, no, I just found out that I'm playing at PAX Prime.
Whoa, nice! I'm on a PAX Prime. I'll see you
there.
That
just happened.
Maybe.
I just got a spot to play at PAX Prime. That is big news. Okay, and there's the Nautilus hook down coming down here. That's what I like to see. Nautilus just saying who and what gets to live and where that gets to happen.
It was funny because his main target was Ezreal, and Janna died on the passing by damage of Death Charge, which is actually much less.
Much less, but still effective.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Ezreal getting stunned, taking a lot of damage from Graves, who has Infinity Edge finished. Ooh.
There's the tower coming down. First tower in mid going down. Janna sitting there with Morgana sitting there with her blue buff, just healing up off of minion head deaths, and blue team sitting at 11-7, 3k up, and enjoying their lifestyle.
Yep. I think it was around the time Akali died during that tower dive on Lee Sin that the gold advantage finally swung over, and now blue team is about 3k ahead. And they're fighting again in top lane. Lee Sin just kind of Tempest crippling and then getting out of there. Meanwhile, blue team just goes straight for Dragon, trying to go for another one. They could go 4v4, but no, Olaf's recalling. They don't want to contest this.
No, that's not really a Dragon worth contesting, because losing in that fight would cost them a lot more. And they're still behind right now. Nautilus just saying no, coming down here, doing work.
Ezreal actually got the really nicely timed Arcane Shift out of the hook, but Janna still died by getting dazzled. It's kind of tragic. This poor Janna just getting killed in all these engagements. And she started out with a double kill. Not as fed as we thought, I guess.
Sometimes Janna is just so pro.
Sometimes Janna is not fed enough. So I don't know where Grifal's going here. He doesn't have a ward. Maybe he's trying to avoid wards, or I don't even know. No point in standing around in lane, I guess, but still. Oh, poor Ezreal lost his tower.
Yep, so now he doesn't even have that to hide behind now. But we still have this little lady coming up and trying to pull a little sneaky attack on our old friend Olaf here. Olaf not liking it, drops his little ward down, and he's like, no, you get out of here, I won't play with you anymore. And very, very, very fast, a very fast Nautilus is just meandering about, hopefully looking for something tasty to munch on. Like this.
Well, this is not good positioning for Nautilus. He's trying to Spider-Man out of there, but Kennen found him, ults instantly, and Nautilus is dead before Morgana can even join the fight.
Yeah.
I like the, sincere attempt to try to flank Akali, but unfortunately Olaf was there. So I think that kind of put a damper on their plans.
Well, he had to have known he was there. I just think that was just hubris at its finest, because they had just ran into Olaf chilling there. I don't think he even had time to back.
Oops. Mouse getting flung down there. Yeah. So Ezreal just arcane shifting away from Graves' Taric yet again. He's still trying to farm, maybe because he has blue buff. Well, they're kind of still acting like they're in laning, even though the tower's gone. So, Kennen dashing into Morgana, but Morgana turns and ults. Kennen gets off kind of a lousy flash. He's out of there. Now we have a 6-0-0 Morgana. And, now Janna gets exhausted, ults and then flashes out. They can't seem to give chase. The binding shot off too late, not close enough to hit anybody. Olaf tossing the undertow, doesn't hit anything. So it's looking like kind of a tentative engagement. Oh, no, not tentative at all for Akali, who goes in on Nautilus, helps Ezreal get that kill. Then she gets hit by a dark binding before there can be any follow-up. Taric flashing away to not get tornadoed. Morgana puts up her shield a split second too late. Gets slowed by Janna, but they're... Oh, no, Ezreal is still going. Arcane shifts over the wall, but now he's out of mana.
Now he's
not really able to continue the fight.
Don't stand on the floor, Candy!
Good ult by Graves there, picking up a bunch of them. Last second ulti by Ezreal, but he's out of mana. He can't keep it going. Akali's not going to be able to 1v3 them here. Graves just too tanky, too much health, has red buff. Taric going to stun. Yeah, that was pretty rough for Akali. Started out with a big CS lead, now 1-3-1 while Lee Sin took top tower.
That was a very good exchange for Blue Team. That right there might have just put them in a position where they can just call this game. It still can come back. We're only at minute 27, but that's one of those things that coming back from that is pretty epic.
Well, I don't think they're off that bad. I mean, again, Ezreal looking pretty solid here. He's got
Ezreal looking solid. The more that I watch Ezreal, though, the more I realize that where he's losing out on this is that in the clutch little engagements that are happening around the map, he's never involved. Also, in his own lane, he's always an escapist, which is fine. He's supposed to be able to live, but he's leaving Janna there to just feed tastically, and giving Graves what he needs to just build up.
Yeah, Graves has picked up a lot of kills off this Janna, which is funny because they're friends. And I mean, their KDA is actually almost a reflection of each other. So, without knowing the context of the game, it actually looks that way on KDA. Sort of funny. So, and the other thing about Ezreal is that he's very strong early game, but he's not going to scale quite as well as Graves. Like, Graves is not notoriously overpowered late game, but we'll see how quickly they can kill Baron with this fed Graves. So it's at half health already despite Olaf warding it. He's going to have to ult in there and go for it right about now. I'm trying to click on Baron's health. It's still at 2k. He's going for it. Oh, they stole it! He pulled out the price steal!
It's going to come at a high price. There's one. There's two. And Akali will make it out maybe if she turns right.
Maybe.
But she turns left?
No, going all the way down. So it looks like Blue Team's going to try and close the net around Grifal, taking tower hits. Or is it? No, he wouldn't execute himself. He has Baron buff. No, he is trying to execute himself.
Yeah, it took the execute If he had taken that right there, I'm pretty sure Akali could have escaped.
Yeah, I think he could have gone like along the outside of the base to avoid Tarek. Would have been worth it too.
With that Baron buff, but
Yeah.
no. That
was a good Baron steal, but, well, 3 members of purple team died here. Oh, Nautilus going for the Wit's End. I haven't actually seen that build, but attack speed items on Nautilus, they say, are surprisingly good because this Titan's Wrath is a lot of damage. It's 130 damage per swing while your shield holds. Well, it's a dot, so if you just keep hitting the same target, it just resets, but there's actually benefits to rotating your targets as Nautilus anyway, because you can keep chain snaring a whole team, sort of like Udyr's bear stance. Although you don't really see Udyr's do that either, just go in a big bear circle.
Although that sounds like a very interesting club.
The circle of the bear. Where can I get membership? Oh, Kennen looking pretty caught, gets dazzled, snared, bound, flashes.
Yeah, that guy, I don't know why the Flash even pretended to show up.
Yeah, well...
But this is what I was talking about. This is just the snowball off of that other thing right there. It was the first rock in this kind of avalanche that's happening here. I honestly think that just Purple Team's morale has just started to fall apart. They're not playing the same as they were 5 minutes ago, and Blue Team is just getting tighter.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Ezreal and Janna now the only survivors with Baron. Olaf narrowly missing a Dark Binding, so they're trying to hold this mid tower. The funny thing is, even though they stole Baron, it looks to me like Blue Team are the ones with Baron anyway.
Yes.
Like the power difference does seem to be approximately there. So Ezreal trying to get blue, but he's scared he's going to get caught, so he just leaves it behind. And Nautilus walks up to it, but now Nautilus doesn't want to get caught either, so they're just going to leave it alone. Both sides playing pretty carefully. Purple Team managed to closing the gap in gold to, well, wait, it was still 7k before, wasn't it? Well, still, that's not too bad. It's still not completely over. I mean, hard to stop a Morgana with Hourglass, sure. But if they can break the shield, then Janna can just shove her away, maybe. Okay, Blue Team actually looking kind of spread out here. If Purple Team was actually grouped, they would be able to engage on one of the smaller groups, maybe. Well, then again, the Fed Graves, Fed Morgana, Nautilus combo might be too much for them 5v3 even. So...
yeah, right now their best chance would be to collapse on that Lee Sin up top, but doing that leaves their entire board open. And this roaming team of 4 here, now that Tarek's joined back up, who's just been clearing wards, and never really too far away from the main group, is just such a force to be reckoned with. Here's Lee Sin. They're going to cut him off right here, and this is just going to get ugly.
Well, I'm not so sure. He might not be carrying wards, but there are wards in those bushes over there and over there. And Nautilus just walking through to cover him while he does wraiths. Yeah, Purple's grouped up in here. Okay, are they going to just chill in this bush and try to catch them? No, Blue Team has the same idea. Well, they can't have a stalemate because Graves is damaging the inner turret quite a bit. Dark Binding hits a minion, and though the soil goes down, their minion wave is just about dead already. Mid tower looking like it's, well, it'll go down.
Oh, Graves could just tank that if he so saw fit.
Yeah, he could. Especially if Tarek tanked it with his almost 200 armor with Shatter on. Yeah, and there goes inner mid turret, and Blue Team continuing their push. Kennen not really able to wave clear, given that he has to get into melee range and target it, tag everything with lightning dash so he can electrical surge it. I was also going to point out earlier, actually, Kennen was maxing electrical surge versus Morgana just to be able to AoE minions better and have more power farming. It's not like, Q harass will really get you anywhere versus Morgana, so...
that's true.
Good choice. I thought that was a thing to do against melee opponents, but it's definitely good if you want to just try and go for, like, power farming on Kennen. VM asks, does anyone know how Henry's doing? Well, I could say I don't know because I don't know who Henry is. Maybe Henry Winkler. I know he's a knight.
Oh, well, here we go. Here it's looking like we're going to get a little engaged here. The kind of baiting onto Nautilus.
More like baiting onto Tarek.
Oh, there's Tarek down here hoping. Double bait action here. Up in top lane, Nautilus was hoping to draw him, and they ended up catching Tarek down here, who's just trying to clear some wards, people. Come on.
It wasn't really a bait, though. Graves was missing. They wouldn't be caught in a 4v5 fight if they could actually, like, nail someone down and kill them. Wow, look how fast this Nautilus swings with 1.0 attack speed. Ain't that the prettiest thing you ever saw?
Almost. I'm getting all sorts of weepy about it. There we go with that wit's end. Just showing you how beautiful somebody can be.
There's your chance to see it again on the Lizard Elder. Ooh.
Yeah.
I love how his anchor like glows red, like an alarm bell or something in a submarine.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's smiting it, trying to get it. Nope, Akali picks it up with a nice crescent slash. Too bad. Looks like Grifal's going for Guardian Angel, knowing what a priority target he is, question mark? He's 1-4-1 though. I mean, well, CS is not that spectacular either. Lee Sin caught up. Lee Sin's still deathless. Going for a Last Whisper, I think, with his pickaxe. I've never seen a Lee Sin build Gunblade, but I think it'd be a pretty good trolley item to close this game if blue team decides they want to troll. I don't know. I mean, Lee Sin has a lot of abilities and they do a lot of damage, so Gunblade would be probably good for that. Although, well, Last Whisper probably better, given all his moves do physical damage.
That's true. I don't know. We've just been hanging out here waiting for something to happen for about 2 minutes now.
Oh, Baron respawning. That'll do it.
That'll start something, and here we go.
Oh, Tarek sees the ward. Oh, Akali bought Guardian Angel, but she's got to walk all the way back from the fountain, so purple team feeling the pressure, and they went, well, oh, no, blue's actually just baiting it. They're not starting it yet. Olaf's axe briefly granting them vision of the Baron pit. According to the Fog of War, they can see everything in there except Baron Nashor himself. Ezreal still has ult to help with the steal effort, or potential ace, so this is definitely a Baron dance in progress here.
It's the most romantic of dances.
Okay.
Here we go. We're getting a hard bait on here, maybe, or they might just be going for it. Might force him to dedicate.
Yeah, Olaf can't see in there. He's ulting. He's going in early. Well, not that early. Oh, Baron's at still 3k health. They're fighting. Morgana busts the hourglass. Baron's still alive at 2k health. Olaf is already dead. There's no hope of a smite steal now. Akali's Guardian Angel has been popped, but manages to take down some people. I didn't notice who. Oh, and Lee Sin gets finished off by Janna. Oh, that fed Janna. And Morgana walks away from the whole thing in the end.
4-2 exchange with Morgana walking away thank you to Black Shield. Interesting. Absolutely interesting. I think...
Oh, there, pause. Okay, pause timer was 24:30 apparently, because that's where it restarted at. Unless they add time to it. Because I swear I saw it jump from like 24:28 to 24:30. There's probably a bit of weird spectator mode lag. So... I want to see... Okay, Sky King says he was closest with the 24 minutes, 23 seconds. That actually does seem to be the closest. Well, they just paused again, and it said 24:30. So let me check chat. Oh, what's going on? Lag. Yeah, Morgana lagged out again at the end of that fight. Oh, imagine if it had been during. That would have been quite different.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, Sky King was closest on the pause timer. So I guess I can just like go find the guest pass somewhere and read him the code. And you're gonna give him a signed copy of the next Area of
signed
Defect
copy
album?
of second album. It'll be first printing, signed copy. Just hit me up. Area of Defect Music, or Area of Defect Fans. Sorry, wrong email. That email doesn't exist. Area of Defect Fans at gmail.com. I'll type that in here in just a second.
Okay, in the stream chat?
Yes, in the stream chat.
Okay, I was gonna do it for you.
Oh, go ahead and do it for me. I'm feeling lazy.
Oh, okay. Oh, Olaf lagged out. We're gonna be paused even longer. Should I give out another Diablo 3 guest pass? I do have 3 of them.
I guess we could do this all day.
I was thinking of saving them as prizes for my own tournament, just because I kind of want to host one to get the Victoria scene going, because Judgment always fills up so darn fast. So this area of defect fans at gmail.com. You also win a signed copy of AOD's new album. Is it out already, or?
No, it's not out until September 22nd.
Oh, so it's not even going to be out in time for PAX.
Nope, it's going to be out just in time for the huge Raise Your Weapons Media party that we'll be releasing it at.
Right, the EOS 2012.
Yep.
I'm thinking of going to that, but traveling to Seattle is not exactly cheap. So I don't know if it'd be worth it for me. If I could cast it remotely, that'd be amazing. But the whole point of it is that it's, an event that you physically attend. Let me see if I can PM you the D3 guest pass code. Yeah, I might as well go BRB and find my stupid cardboard guest passes.
We still got time. They're just going to stay here for a while. Scoot-doo-doo-doo. Well, thank you everybody for staying on the Pause Network. Hanging out, watching things getting paused.
Well, the reason I couldn't do a tournament with Diablo 3 guest passes anyway is because I only have 3 of them. That doesn't really work well for a 5v5 tournament because then 2 people on the team don't get anything.
No, 2 people on the team are going to be happy not to play that game.
Yeah. As someone who's played D3 all the way to Inferno, yeah, it's kind of a disappointment. Maybe not as disappointing as Duke Nukem Forever, but it'll make you a jaded gamer, that's for sure. L Friends on League. Oh, let me task out and go into full view of Firefox here. How would I PM someone on Twitch.tv?
You were asking questions.
I am. Asking questions is dangerous. Let's see, viewer list. Oh, there, viewers just loaded. Oh, Mochi Balls is still watching. Shoutouts to Mochi Balls.
Mochi, even though you want to answer our questions.
Mochi, there we go. Message composed to Sky King, ex-Sky King. There we go. Diablo 3 guest pass key. You can play this silly game up to Act 1 normal, and you probably won't die, so you can pretend you're playing on hardcore mode. Here we go. Can't read this aloud. Then it'll just be a race to download the Diablo 3 client. I would laugh if this guy already has Diablo 3 and is just... Okay. Let me just triple check this then. Oh, there we go. How to use the free Diablo 3 guest pass. Better type out the instructions on the back too. I'm not that much of a jerk. So the game still hasn't resumed. Okay, Olaf came back, and Morgana's back. Oh crap, we're gonna be starting again pretty soon. Uh, down the free client. How about
And
download?
whoa, game starts all of a sudden
Yeah,
out
I
of
know.
nowhere.
Okay. Oh, I didn't notice what the pause timer was down to this time, so no giving away a second guest pass. Sorry. I'm gonna keep this one just in case he doesn't use it and it still works. What the heck? There's a World of Warcraft guest pass in here too? Oh man, that's grand prize right there. So you can really, really get lost in the time sink. Oh, all right. So Ezreal destroyed a turret. Not bad, Ezreal.
Yay! Now they're only one turret down and a million kills and actually only 4K gold, which is a good place to be, actually. This game might not be as over as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. So after purple team failed to secure Baron. Wait. Oh, there was no Baron. Right. They got Baron down to about 3k health and had to go leave it alone. Because that Guardian Angel was so clutch. Like, I actually couldn't believe, like, why is this guy building Guardian Angel? He's feeding. He's just gonna come back to life when he's the last person alive and just die. But it actually worked out for them quite well. The thing is, I don't think they can postpone a fight until it's up again. That's hard to tell how long it is till it's up again. It looks like 3 minutes, judging by the thing being down to a third. Little icon. I'm not sure what Tarek is building. Tarek has a chain vest and a cloth armor. He's probably getting a Guardian Angel himself, even though he lost Oracle. Oh wait, never mind. He has Oracle.
And here it goes. Purple teams looks like they're going to make their way over to Baron.
Well, Jano's got Oracle this time around. There's going to be even more. Well, neither side has any wards here, actually. But
But the thing about Baron is you can usually sense when somebody's moving in that general direction.
yeah, if you can't see it for a while, you just get that feeling of like, hey, what if they're at Baron? And that's kind of what's happening. Ezreal kind of split off from his team. Ooh, Jana having to blow Tornado and ult, but
Not going to
Bellamune
stop
lead
the onslaught.
Yep. Ezreal getting his ult off last second. Kennen
A
getting a
really
nice
good kick
hourglass.
by Lee Sin getting Kennen out of there.
Good job of Kali assassinating Graves. Olaf going down. Lee Sin going down. We're going to hourglass, but the magic shield won't help for stopping Ezreal. But Nautilus zoning him out of the fight. Gets hooked under tower, but Ezreal returning fire. If he can get one more Arcane Shift, he could get this Morgana, but he's pretty scared. Morgana's attack spells are on cooldown, so she's keeping her distance. Ezreal doesn't realize it, though. So looking for the chase at first, realizes she's not there, so he's going to go, okay, I'll essence flex these minions, which doesn't work. So that was a close fight. That was a 4 for 4. Morgana's already recalled. So that, wow. Hard to tell what went on in that fight. There were kind of two things going on at once. Like Ezreal getting, dove on by Lee Sin once Janna died. Meanwhile, Akali just headed straight for Graves and did a pretty
As
good
she
job
should
of
do.
assassinating him.
That should be her job.
Yeah, better dive in the back line than, fighting other frontliners. You should just go dive the back, and if they focus you, fine. Throw your shroud down. Although they had an Oracle present, so it wouldn't do anything. I guess that's kind of, a bit of a backfire for blue team then, since Kali can just focus all her energy on just doing damage spells only. Actually, I've never played Akali, so let me check out her energy costs. So Q is 60, Crescent Slash is 40, and ults are cheap, I think. They're 50 each. No, they only cost an Essence of Shadow. They have no energy cost. Wow. So I can't really see Akali having energy problems if you're not using Shroud, because popping your Mark of the Assassin will give you an energy refund of 40, so like 2/3 of the energy cost. That's pretty efficient. And so I think the Baron dance is going to start all over again here.
This is the dance that decides the game as far as I'm concerned. This one will be a big one. We're way late in the game, 42 minutes. Whoever gets picked, pulled, or touched in this incredibly good / bad way will probably have the chance to push down an inhibitor, if not in the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, purple team could definitely get mid inhibitor. Blue could get mid inhibitor. The towers are looking pretty even, actually. The only thing is this, relic standing in bot lane. Purple's outer tower, sorry, blue's outer tower, which is almost dead. Only 617 health on it. So, and Akali's Guardian Angel has grown back, by the way. So, I think they are looking to fight. Blue has the commanding ward coverage here. They can see every side of the Baron pit. And purple, well, they're kind of leapfrogging their way in there. Janna did not get an Oracle this time around, so there. Oh, she couldn't afford one, it seems. Still only has 200 gold, having been out on the field this long. So that's a little bit of a detriment. It's going to be hard for them to win the Baron dance if they can't get this sort of positioning and espionage on them. But I don't know. I think blue team's confidence must be shaken a little bit because Graves doesn't have a defensive item, so he's just slim pickings for Akali if she can get in there. Akali now has a needlessly large rod, so her damage increased quite a bit now. She's got a Void Staff, not too sure why, when the person she's killing, Graves, doesn't have any magic resist outside his passive. Without any stacks and while standing next to Taric, he seems to have 51. And it's not going to be enough to prevent Akali from killing him nearly instantly. Meanwhile, the rest of the purple team is getting dove on. Ezreal about to die, but he got a Guardian Angel. Morgana just about dead, hourglassing just in time. Olaf walking away with very low health. Akali continuing the dive, gets Morgana, gets kicked away by Lee Sin, but gets back up from Guardian Angel. Continues jumping all over the place. Ken flowing, stunning, there, another kill. And Taric is the only one to walk away, leaving Baron possibly exposed for purple team.
This is one of those great moments where defensive items win games.
Yeah.
Defensive items winning games.
That's a nice feeling. Where, yeah, Ezreal's Guardian Angel is going to give them the power they need to kill many buildings. They don't have any minions here, but it might look like they might try to backdoor. Cannon taking too much damage from these towers, but they have a cannon minion. They can't seem to decide which Nexus turret to focus on, though.
I don't think they even need to worry about it. They're doing enough damage that they can just knock them all down, and here's the end of the game.
Yeah, the Essence Flux for the attack speed boost, and it's over. Just like that, one team fight, no Baron needed.
Well, everybody, thank you for watching the games. I'm The Help from Area of Defect.
And I'm Shiner CCC.
And this has been Judgment BC2.